Welcome sports fans, I'm your host Jomar and this is This or That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting, riveting sports debates, topics and discussions on the whole entire internet. As you guys can see today, I'm here alone by myself without my colleague Rush. You know, it's always unfortunate when you don't have your partner with you. However, I was there sitting and of course watching football as I do, even when I'm not supposed to be, even when I have other more pressing things to do. I'm watching football, I'm watching the Reggae Boys. You know, rewatching the last two games, and it occurred to me, the lineup that you guys would have seen in our video that we previously posted, where I went with an outlandish formation, both similar players, I decided that that's not the lineup that I wanted to put out. And I told Rush I wasn't satisfied with my lineup, and I cannot be giving you guys, the supporters, something that I don't feel is right or something that I don't feel is true. So I went back to the drawing board and decided that I wanted to reconstruct my predicted lineup for the Costa Rica game, right? You know, being influenced by my peers, you know, fellow vloggers, other YouTubers, and just by my eye test, by what I saw in the two games, I decided that I wanted to go down a different route than what I would have previously said in the previous video. And by the way guys, go check out that video, or Costa Rica versus Jamaica match preview. We spoke about some really interesting topics, and you can hear about Rush's lineup and my previous lineup. However, I'm going to adjust and I'm going to rectify my mistakes and go ahead and give you my actual predicted or desired lineup for the Costa Rica game. Oh my son people. But before I get into that, please go and like, share and subscribe and comment your prospective lineup in the comment section guys. And without further ado, because this won't be a long one, let me get right into it. Alright? In goal, I opted to go with Dwayne Miller. One of the most experienced players on the team, a player that would have played in many World Cup qualifying campaigns, who already has World Cup qualifying experience, and he has been a loyal servant to the country, and I think based on the current circumstances and based on the unfortunate and subpar form of our number one, I would go with our number 13 in goal, Dwayne Miller. I would truly give him a chance. I believe in Dwayne Miller, and I heard Simon Preston allude to it, and it just brought back these memories. They rushed straight back to my head. Dwayne Miller was the goalkeeper in goal when we defeated the mighty USA for the first time in the National Stadium. To date, one of the best memories of my life, and as such I think it's time we reward Dwayne Miller for his constant loyalty and availability with a start in a game at the National Stadium versus Costa Rica. At right back, I would go with Javian Brown, and in the central defensive, in the centre back positions, I would go with Damian Lowe, and I would go with Ethan Pinnock. Yes, I would keep these two veterans in the backline because I think, regardless of the fact that they might be up in age, I think those are the two centre backs for us going forward. And yes, there is in the pipeline, you know, the Richard Kings, who is a very promising young central defender, and Jamo Itopi, so on and so forth. But I do think that Ethan Pinnock and Damian Lowe has 4 more solid years in them, and I think the preparation for the 2026 World Cup starts tomorrow, or today, or yesterday, whatever it is that you guys would have been watching this video, right? At left back, I'll go with Greg Lee. You know, Kemar Lawrence is one of my favorite players. In fact, he is my favorite Reggae boy to this point. However, I think it's time to, you know, usher in Greg Lee's athleticism and speed. I do believe that Kemar Lawrence is still a technical threat. However, I would go with something different tomorrow, just to switch it up a little for them, you know? I would start with Kevin Stewart as my central defensive midfielder. I really do think, based on what I saw and based on what I've been seeing doing my research, Kevin Stewart is in fact one of the most talented players that we do have. He's skilled, he's good with both feet, he can pass the ball very well, and as his original position requires, he's a very good tackler and interceptor of play. You know, he's an original number 6 with the skill of a number 8. Supreme talent. Glad he's here for Jamaica. 27 years old, has one more campaign in him and a few more international competitions. And then in front of him, in spite of my constant, beating and criticism of this young kid, I do believe that he has potential. And based on the circumstances, I would go with him. And by him, I mean Lemar Walker. Yes, guys, Lemar Walker. I'd go with Lemar Walker as one of my attacking midfielders, and then on the other wing, I would go with none other than Bobby Reid. Yes, Bobby Reid, not Daniel Johnson, not Ravel Morrison. I just do believe that our two attacking midfielders, leave us desiring more. And I think I'd love to see how Bobby Reid could adjust himself in that more central position, and maybe, who knows, we can get something more from him. I think Bobby Reid has another campaign with us as well. And then up top, I would go with Mikel Antonio. I'd go with Corey Burke again, because I did see the link-up play between Mikel Antonio and Corey Burke. I think it was very promising, and I'm not sure why Corey Burke was removed so early. Probably it was injury concern, but I think Mikel Antonio and Corey Burke really worked well off each other. And then I would rock with Junior Fleming again. Junior Fleming is still relatively young. He will most definitely have a place in our upcoming campaign, and I think it's time to set some of our young guys free. I'm not saying go all out and just make it a baby squad. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I think where we see and know that there is talent and potential with young age, I think give them a chance. And as such, that is the 11 guys that I would love to see out there against Costa Rica. And I do think it is good enough to get a result. What do you guys think? Let me know. With that said, guys, as you can see, I'm in the hoodie, the vibe. It's not a great time to be a reggae boy fan, but we're still supporting them no matter what, Anyways, guys, before I go, I want to leave you guys with the math, because that is a cult classic. If you guys know This or That Sports TV, you know that the math is a must, right? The math is a must. So guys, if each one of our subscribers can get us 5 subscribers, guys, do you know how many subscribers that would get us by the end of the day? So with that said, guys, like, share, subscribe, and share again, and this was This or That Sports TV, and we're out.